Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. While many of us live here in the Valley, we might not own homes, or there's so much transient nature that we're buying homes all the time or selling. And our friend DeDe Dickinson from Engel and Volkers this morning is going to educate us on the process of buying and selling and what the best practices are for that process. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
Very well, thanks.
Good.
And welcome to the show. And I'm really excited to hear your little segment today, because this is something that everyone should be more aware of, really just on the best practices. I think it's there's some gray areas that people might fall into.
Whether you're a local or you're here visiting and you're considering purchasing real estate or selling real estate, most people don't know how it works here in Colorado. And Colorado is a disclosure state. So what that means is that we are required to tell you that you have working relationships available to you when you start through the real estate process.
Oh, okay.
So there's two categories. One is agency, where your broker would represent your best interests, whether you be a seller or a buyer, and the other is transaction broker, where the broker is just representing the deal.
Okay.
So you know, when you are thinking about the process and, you know, you're starting to look online and you're gathering information, many people are very tempted to call the listing agent, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
makes
what
sense to me.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that. And the reason not is because if that listing agent is a seller's agent, are you going to get the facts? Are you going to get the information that is going to help you in the process?
Conflict of interest.
Absolutely. And so that's exactly why you would hire a buyer's broker to represent your best interests. And the flip side of that, as a seller, you don't want to have someone who's not representing your interests, you know, completely when they are marketing and selling your house. You want to have somebody in your court on your side.
So it's really about aligning the right kind of broker, seller, or buyer or seller with the situation at hand. And so you work for Engel and Volkers Realty, and I imagine you provide both those sides of the deal, right?
That's correct. Now, not every firm in the Valley does offer agency. The majority of them do, but there are a few firms that only offer transaction broker where they don't represent their clients. And that's just their company policy. So we're required to, as brokers, act under our company policy.
Oh, okay. I see. And so if folks want to come in and talk to you directly about that, learn more about this process, Engel and Volkers has a few offices around town.
We do.
Right? And where would they find you?
And I'm located in Vail, and we're right next to the Austria House, right between Latour and the Austria House. Great location. And then up in Beaver Creek, we're in the Villa Montaigne Plaza. So we are located right next to the Hyatt Mountain Lodge.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so we're they're 7 days a week, 9 to 6. I also wanted to mention that if someone would want to call me and talk to me, one of the things I could do is get you registered on my phone app. And I think they're going to show that on the screen. And when you do that, you have access to everything that's going on in the Vail Valley the minute it hits the market, as soon as you register and give your criteria for what you're looking. So until you're ready to talk to me, you're more than welcome to do that, because sometimes people want that. And when you're researching and you do Realtor.com or Zillow, you're not getting the up-to-the-minute latest information.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very useful tool.
It is.
That's great. DeDe, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Owen. Good to see you.
It's great to talk with you. The snow's falling up at Beaver Creek, and Maddie Evans is there with a look at the weather.